What do you think about oddities?
Like, in what sense? Like cool cryptic shit?
Like, so there was
Like,
like
people
this
that collect
convention.
bones in jars?
Yeah, there was like a convention recently in Buffalo or something. Oddities and curiosities. My coworker went to it, right? So he
That
goes
sounds
to
like
this
some fucking bullshit. Like, when you're playing Fable 2, it sounds like the tutorial potion center.
yeah. Well, yeah,
Like,
kind of
welcome
is.
to Bilderberg's Oddities and Curiosities.
Yeah, like a little stand,
He's
stand
got
in
a-
the town
He's got a
square.
really twirly mustache, but every time you see him, it's shaped differently.
Yeah, I picture the guy that sells the hair growing shit from Sweeney Todd, from the fucking Sacha Baron Cohen's character.
Borat.
Yeah, Borat. So anyway, he told me he's going to this oddities thing, and I could not stop making fun of him about oddities, dude. How is that like a hobby? Fucking oddities. Yeah, like, hey, what do you do outside of work? I'm like an oddities guy.
It's the name of it.
Oddities is my
The name
hobby.
of it, you know?
Um,
I think collecting shit's
I'm into
cool.
curiosities.
It makes you when you say it like that, it makes you sound like a total dunce.
It's so stupid.
But-
like, and it's just like mice in jars
Yeah.
and shit, and you're like, what the fuck?
It's just the name.
like eyeballs. It's always eyeballs for some reason. I
Yeah.
just can't get over the oddities, dude. Don't call them odd. Like,
One man's oddity is another man's curiosity.
yeah, and like, I don't know. Like, if you're gonna go to a convention, that's too many oddities. Like, it just is. And like, he brought home like
At that
7
point,
or 8
It
oddities.
becomes like an evenity.
Yeah, that's true. Well, you want to get if you get 7 of them, you're fine because that's still an odd number. But I couldn't believe how many oddities he brought home, dude. It was insane. He was showing me all his oddities. I was like blown away by all the oddities. Dude, it's so fucking funny. It's just not a cool. It's like it's a very weird. Like, what is the crowd? What is the crowd like there? What do they smell like? You know what I mean? Like, what's the
demo?
yeah? I feel like it's a lot of
White people.
Yeah. Oh yeah, whites, dude.
A lot of honkies.
And he's not even white. That's what's funny. too.
That's awesome.
uh
He's a unicorn.
yeah. He was probably the only one that wasn't white.
They probably thought he was.
I'm gonna ask him
They
that.
probably thought he was one of the oddities.
he
They
was.
They were probably wicked curious about him.
He was.
They were
the
like,
oddity.
"Damn, this mug needs a big ass jar."
He is one of the oddities.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him.
Do
how
they
many
make jars
was.
big enough for people?
Well, that'd be like a tube. Like, how big does a jar have to be called?
What do you mean?
That's such a clear shots question.
How big?
How big does a jar have to be before it's a tube? Like, you know what I mean?
No, because a jar could be. I mean, I don't think it goes jar tube. I think it goes jar, barrel, drum.
I don't know. Because if you just have like a really big jar, it's just gonna look like a big tube. Like, to you, like if you have like a jellyfish exhibit or some shit, right? That's a tube, but it looks like a big jar. You know what I mean?
No,
Like a round jellyfish exhibit.
a tube.
Yeah.
But tubes are like cylinders.
Okay.
Jars don't have to be.
Well, you can get
cylinders.
rounded, squared circle jars,
Yeah, like a mason jar.
like a mason. Yeah. What do I put? Jar versus tube?
Is a jar a tube?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know, to be honest with you. I think what it's gonna say is that's the first time anybody's ever Googled that.
Yeah, look, a jar can be cylindrical or slightly conical, while a tube is a cylindrical hollow body. So actually, tube would
Yeah.
be the Charmander to Jar's Charmeleon.
Right, but that's not my question. Like, how big does a jar have to be? Like, okay, so if it's a rounded jar, right?
Right.
Tubular jar.
Right.
How big does the jar have to be before it becomes considered a tube?
I don't think it's the size that dictates
Is it
whether
the
or not
length?
something is a jar. I think a jar is dictated by whether or not it has a lid like a jar lid.
Well, it definitely has to do with
Like,
that.
I think once, okay, I see what you mean. It's like slugs and snails.
It's like if
a
it's
slug,
really big.
a tube is always a tube. A slug is always a slug. You slap a shell on a slug, you got a snail. You slap a lid on a tube, you got a jar. You know what I mean? Like, not all horses are tiny ponies, but all tiny ponies are horses or something like that, you know? Or all tiny horses are ponies, but not all ponies are tiny horses. Or they are. But they don't keep jellyfish in jars. That's a SpongeBob thing.